Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' ruthless ambition is reportedly causing whispering in Hollywood. Well, there's definitely whispering. In fact, Blake's family has come out, first her sister and now her brother-in-law. We got to break these down. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. This drama is not ending. Instead of Blake actually saying anything, we're getting stuff from her siblings, brother-in-laws. The latest coming in just a little bit ago, reported here from People, they found a comment within an Instagram thread from Blake Lively's brother-in-law, Bart Johnson. Now, if you don't know who that is, that's Troy Bolton's dad from High School Musical. But yes, Bart Johnson has now chimed in, and his comments are rather interesting. Let's go to the source directly. So this was a birthday post. My best friend for 30 years. Blake's dad gave me a job teaching his teenage acting class after working with him on my very first job. Mi Familia, countless stories of family trips, vacations, chaperoning her school field trips. Most important, helping her gain favor of her elder sister, Robin, what now his wife of 25 years. I didn't know they knew each other prior. Who didn't know I existed for years after knowing Blake? For 30 years, I've had the privilege of being friends with this kind, loving, committed, hardworking, inspiring, strong woman, someone that wants to make the world a better place and has been such an exceptional role model in a million kind of ways to care for others, spread kindness, and my personal favorite, putting her family first and being an amazing wife and mother. When I grow up, I want to be just like her. I've got a long way to go. Love to you, Blake. These are some of my very favorite pictures over the years, especially swing dancing in the airport. Happy birthday, sister. Special appearances in these pics. Papa Ernie, works greatest, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this Ellen person here decided to go, shame she's set on promoting happiness in a DV setting without any regard for any victims. Disappointing from Blake, but also disappointing that Daddy Bolton supports it. Well, Daddy Bolton chimed in, and we got some actual insight from family member. Here it is. Ellen, I'm really sorry you feel that way. I'm sure you have a huge heart and want the best. I can promise you the truth has not come out yet. Blake worked harder on this film than anything I've ever seen her do in my entire life because it meant so much to her. Were you on the set, dude? How can you say that if you weren't on the set? Sorry, the message is in the book and in the movie, not in short clips, interviews. She is the reason this movie is getting out. Were mistakes made? Yes. I make mistakes in life, but they aren't under a microscope. Anyway, I respect your views. I got nothing but love for you. Thanks for the lovely comment. Lots of love. And then he did come back. Thanks for that kind response, Ellen. To that, Ellen, means a lot. The truth hasn't come out yet. It's going to, and this is from a couple hours ago. So look, there is a lot to unpack there because that's someone very close to her coming forward, knew her longer than her sister, which she didn't, but ended up marrying her sister, even though he knew her for so long. My point being, there's a lot of damage control here, is what I see as. Now, the truth's going to come out. Okay, I'm fascinated. There's a lot of pointed, like, pew, 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 it's not her fault, it's someone else's fault. And that's not what I think actually happened. Now I'll stand myself corrected if possible, but lots and lots of theories are coming. In fact, we have actually now heard from crew members, and we're going to talk about that today during our live. So I hope you'll join us later today around probably 3:30 or 4 p.m. I hope to see you guys there for our live if you haven't already hit the subscribe button so you get alerted. But there's interesting stuff there. Also, Robin Lively, sister, co-signed defensive sister. Now, interestingly enough, she didn't go as loudly. She wrote on Instagram, here it is, a birthday, blah, 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 blah. That's my B-Day queen right there. I love this girl, my sister, best friend, my little piggyback rider. You are one of the best humans I know. Happy birthday, Sissy Bridges. And good, they're cute. Good on these cute images, and they should support each other. Family should always support family, and it looks like they're very close. Blake is a lovely human being. I think it was here. Thank you for this. Lovely being. I hope she knows that the multitudes of people who love her are so much greater than the negative voices. And the sister replied, thank you for this. So look, they're all paying attention is what this means. They're all out there showing her support, which I wouldn't expect any other way. Of course, the family better. That would look really bad if they weren't. So, showing defense of the sister is a smart thing. Now, Troy Bolton's dad really stepped it up even more. The truth hasn't come out yet. Well, now you're just kicking up a hornet's nest of just when things seem to be maybe dying down. Nope, it's not. You don't even know the half of it. Ooh, well, all right. And consider me intrigued. Wildcats. Now, on top of that, the whispering in Hollywood. Now, this is legit. Now, as we reported yesterday, first, if you missed it, there's now reports that Ryan Reynolds might have scabbed on this movie. That means writing out of the union. Ryan Reynolds is in the WGA, and now there's theories that he must have rewritten the scene during the strike. Again, no proof of that, but it does look great for Ryan. They're saying he wrote it before, which I guess is possible, but of course he'd say that. Look, I wouldn't even fault him if he did. You can't tell a writer to stop writing when they're off for these months. Everyone was writing during the strike. They're lying if they tell you otherwise. But look, these two, no doubt, massively successful. Had the number 1 and 2 movies together, not since Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. They are now becoming a very powerful power couple. And full disclosure, I had the luxury of working with Ryan way back. I like him a lot. One of the nicest guys I've ever worked with. Legitimately, I can say. I don't know, Blake, but I can't imagine he would want to marry someone who's not nice. So that's why all this is frustrating to me, because I don't want to pile on Blake. I've never tried to. I've never been mean, not trying to bully her in the slightest. There are just some clips now, girl, that aren't out of context. You had a bad day. Come forward and admit that. And you were mean to that interviewer. I really firmly believe. And I do think it's a bad look to be putting your alcohol brand in a movie about DV. I stand by these things. That's fair criticism. That's not bullying. But now, because of all this and the lack of science and the sort of ruthless ambition, as they're calling it in the whispers around town, it hasn't gone unnoticed that they're willing to throw their weight around when it comes to getting what they want. The sheer level of ambition between the two of them is blatantly obvious, but what people in the industry are whispering about is their ruthlessness in achieving their goals. I mean, look, that's anybody who's successful, what they'll do. I mean, talk about Mr. Beast, which no one wants to talk about, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm not claiming these are them, but when you get powerful enough, sometimes to really claw and get there and maintain it, you do got to sort of do some things. You do. It's what Hollywood is. It's why Hollywood is so gross. It's why I'm glad I'm out of Hollywood. But this idea that should they be punished for, working their butt off ruthlessly to get their products and brands and make a life for themselves, I can't be mad at that. But at the same time, to sneak in the movie your husband's scene, which the director, Entertainment Tonight, is reporting, they're saying they can confirm Ryan Reynolds wrote a scene for It Ends With Us that made it to the final cut of the film. It came as news to Justin Baldoni, who found out only after Blake Lively revealed it on a red carpet. This is too much. This is too much. Now, look, I can't imagine he would have said no to Ryan Reynolds. He probably would have been excited. But this weird fact that she was then going and doing that, not telling him, and then revealing it for the press on the press carpet, it's weird, man. It's a weird bad look. I don't know. I think it's an overstep. Now, maybe Ryan didn't know. Maybe there is a little bit of a conflict here where I thought Justin knew. I didn't know. I was just giving you some lines, as he should, as a supportive husband. So look, there's a lot here that I'm still torn about. I'm not trying to be here to hate on these two. I'm not, because I like Ryan and I don't really know Blake and I don't want to just crap on them. But Blake, this is causing a lot of stress, man. Why? For what? Why did all this go the way it did? I don't understand. Well, we're going to break that down for you during our live. So continue to stay tuned for more. Make sure you hit that subscribe, hit the bell for alerts so you get notified for this afternoon. Smash the like when you do. Leave your comments to help the engagement and tell me what you think down below. Are you surprised by this comment from Troy Bolton's father? I want to hear what you think about the brother-in-law and everything else. What do you think? Let me know. Stay tuned for more.